get a moniker of being like a diva, which I never felt I deserved, which I don't deserve.
The A-list everything in her mind celebrity was shopping in NYC and told a salesperson to stop looking at her and to turn the other way. And this is allegedly J-Lo.
Apparently she has this rule that if she's like out amongst us peasants, we're not allowed to look her in the eye.
That they were seen in public together in, more than a month.
Yeah, 47 days.
47 days. The flowers were not for Ben, but they both showed up with flowers. They went to go see one of Ben's kids was starring in a play last night, a school play, and Jen was there as well with Emmy, and they all went in together as a family, and they went and saw the play, and then afterward, Ben drove Jen and Emmy home to Beverly Hills.
One thing you can always trust in, oh God, family.
We do our best. We do try our best.
You don't need to worry about Ben. Let me just tell you.
Okay, we're not doing that. Thank you so much, guys. Really appreciate it. Thank you. Thank you.
You know better than that.
Come on. Don't come in here with that energy, please. Doesn't, I feel like, actually get mentioned enough. If I could just end on one thing, is that Jen is a producer on this movie, and the reason why I'm here and the reason why Sterling was in this beautiful movie is because Jen cares, and Jen cares about things like representation and diversity, and she's a boss, and she's an incredible creative and an icon, and that's what I think we should celebrate her for today.
Jennifer Lopez and Ben Affleck are reportedly selling their home amid breakup rumors. According to multiple outlets, the couple's Beverly Hills home, which they bought together back in May of 2023 for $60.8 million, has been quietly placed on the market.
Jennifer Lopez and Ben Affleck are clearly in a rough patch in their marriage of, less than 2 years at this point, because we know they are living in separate households right now.
Well, that was quick. Apparently, Ben and Jen are already on the outs again, after less than 2 years of marriage.
Love in some ways, but then they realized there was difficulty and maybe, they've grown apart. They're two completely different people.
And this is like their one public outing in weeks because he didn't even come support her at the Met Gala when she was a co-chair. So obviously this was planned and it's just so fun.
And now it's J-Lo and Ben in You've Got Mail. Subject line, yo girl, remember me?
So Ben Affleck and Jennifer Lopez didn't just suddenly start hanging out together 2 weeks ago. He started reaching out to her in February, sending her emails.
I've always, for better or for worse, have followed my heart and my instincts, and this is where it brought me to.
Why are people always worried about what face Ben has on? If Ben walks out the house and he's
all right on the street is the Bronx doesn't even fuck with this one. You can't come back to your hood, huh? What Dirk say?
What's something else that real New Yorkers say?
You.
Diva, I'm rich and you're broke attitude. Let's be real here, homegirl.
Work hard. That I put in harder work than everybody else. I work harder and harder and harder and harder. And when everybody's sleeping, I'm doing more.
Like this, it reminds me when I was 16 in the Bronx, running up and down the...
Okay. I truly have left this woman alone for years. I have just been annoyed in silence since high school. And guess what? I'm a Puerto Rican woman from the Bronx who went to the same high school as you, and you're lying. I saw your high school photo. You did not have hair like that. And we also both attended an all-girls Catholic high school in an Irish and Italian neighborhood. So you weren't running up and down the block. You know damn well you were sitting next to Megan Farley and Christine Marchetti in class. Why are you lying? Please stop using us to look human. We are sick of you. You don't do shit for us. Keep our names out of your mouth. We're not running up and down the block. Not all of us do that for kicks. You're stupid. Stop using us to look human. Stop using us to look relatable. We don't like you.
A flying fuck about celebrity culture, especially when you see just how hard she's trying to be relatable. How many times is this girl gonna mention the block, but then whenever she goes and visits said block, nobody recognizes her or claims her as one of their own?
I said, "What can I get you to drink?" But Jennifer refused to even acknowledge me. She turned her head away and told her personal assistant,
Please tell him I'd like a Diet Coke and lime. She wouldn't even look at me. It was sad. She seems so sweet in her movies.
The only reason why you were famous is because of the role you played as Selena, which came out very shortly after she passed away, which of course made your career skyrocket. And for some reason, her playing the role of an actually talented singer must have gotten to her head, and she then believed that she could also sing, when in reality, she's not that good. You guys ever see that clip of her SNL performance before they dubbed it with auto-tune? The shit sounded like a dying feral cat. So
I don't know. I have a problem when someone copies my look exactly and they're not even a real singer.
Sorry. Okay. Are you guys good?
Yeah. I don't know why.
I got back together. It was just like, I want to make music again. I want to get back in the studio. I was very, very inspired. And when I think about, I was like, the same way This Is Me then captured that moment in time without me realizing it. The first time we kind of fell in love, I wanted to capture this moment in time.
Jennifer Lopez, a multifaceted star known for her parts in music, film, and dance, often finds herself at the center of controversy regarding her demeanor and behavior, despite her immense talent and success. Lopez has been characterized by some as a diva, a label she believes is undeserved and attributes to media misrepresentation. The term diva in her case is often linked to allegations of high maintenance demands, and a certain number of entitlement stories circulate about her penchant for luxury items like speedboats and lavish floral arrangements, alongside accusations of dismissive behavior towards service industry workers. These portrayals add to a public perception of Lopez as demanding and difficult in her personal life. Similar stories abound, such as rumors about a stringent set of expectations she'd apparently placed on her former partner Alex Rodriguez. These tales paint a picture of a celebrity who maintains strict control over her relationships, further fueling her diva reputation. Lopez's interactions with fellow celebrities have also come under review. She has been accused of making disparaging statements about other actresses, including Gwyneth Paltrow, Winona Ryder, and Cameron Diaz. In one famous instance, Lopez questioned Paul's accomplishments in Hollywood, implying that Paul's fame was more about her personal associations than her professional achievements. Her comments about not being a fan of the writer's work also demonstrate the kind of blunt critique that has led to her diva moniker. These incidents illustrate the complex relationship between celebrity culture and media portrayal, while Lopez argues that these characterizations are unfair and a product of sensational media coverage. The persistence of these stories influences popular perception. This dynamic raises questions about the balance between a celebrity's true personality and the persona created by the media and public discourse. As with many public figures, the truth likely lies somewhere between the persona of a demanding diva and the professional, talented artist Lopez is known to be. Jennifer Lopez's public persona has been colored by a series of incidents that paint a picture of someone who not only expects but demands a level of treatment and perfection that some may see as excessive or even diva-like. Her comments on other A-list actors like Gwyneth Paltrow, Winona Ryder, and Cameron Diaz offer a glimpse into her critical, perhaps competitive, nature within the highly competitive Hollywood environment. Her remarks, while possibly reflecting honesty or straightforwardness, have been interpreted by many as evidence of a superiority complex or a dismissive attitude towards her peers. The 2011 Fiat commercial incident, where Lopez was reported to have used a stand-in for a shoot meant to highlight her Bronx roots while she stayed in Los Angeles, significantly dented her authenticity. This choice not only contradicted the narrative of the ad but also drew criticism for its lack of genuineness, putting her sincerity and connection to her roots in question. Furthermore, her meticulous attention to appearance and comfort has often been showcased through what some might see as outlandish demands. For instance, the hiring of a stylist specifically to maintain her appearance during the filming of her music video Jenny from the Block, or her elaborate requests during hotel stays such as at the Dorchester Hotel in London, where her demands for luxury and specific items were noted. These behaviors extend to interactions with service staff, where she has reportedly exhibited a refusal to engage directly, instead communicating through assistants. Such actions add to the narrative of her being out of touch and overly indulgent. While some of these stories may be exaggerated or misrepresented, they collectively contribute to a public image of Jennifer Lopez that clashes with the relatable, down-to-earth persona. Celebrities often strive to present her actions and reported demands create a dichotomy between her on-screen charm and the off-screen expectations that seem to place her in a different, less approachable light. This complex image presents challenges not only for her public relations team, but also for her fans' perceptions of her as a person and an artist. The multitude of allegations against Jennifer Lopez paints the complex and often negative picture of her interactions and behavior behind the scenes, from her reported demands on set to the way she allegedly handles personal relationships and staff interactions. These stories add to a broader narrative of a celebrity who may be challenging to work with and demanding. Beyond normal industry norms, the incident involving the maid at a German hotel, if true, shows a troubling disregard for the individuals who operate in the service sector, further cementing her reputation as someone who might prioritize her comfort and image over basic courtesy. Rosie Perez's account from their time on In Living Color suggests that Lopez's demanding nature isn't just reserved for logistical arrangements but extends into personal relationships and work settings, possibly causing discord and professional tension. Her standards at events like the 2010 World Music Awards epitomize the stereotype of a diva expecting an extravagant level of accommodation, ranging from custom-fitted speedboats to exclusive hotel amenities. These demands, while perhaps ensuring her comfort, seem extravagant and have left many observers astonished at the lengths to which she or her team will go to secure her satisfaction. Furthermore, her relationship with Alex Rodriguez, characterized by stringent rules about time and public appearances, if accurate, suggests the controlling aspect to her personal interactions that mirrors the control she allegedly exerts in professional settings. The consistency of these reports over time and across different settings, from professional sets to personal relationships, raises questions about the extent to which these behaviors are true reflections of her character, or perhaps embellishments of her persona. While it's possible that some of these accounts may be exaggerated or misrepresented, the recurring nature of such stories does influence public opinion significantly in an era where social media amplifies every star misstep. Lopez's actions, whether misinterpreted or factual, become fodder for public scrutiny, affecting her image not just among fans but also within the industry as these narratives unfold and more people share their experiences. The image of Jennifer Lopez continues to change, reflecting the complexities and contradictions of life under the celebrity spotlight. The slew of stories surfacing about Jennifer Lopez's behavior, especially towards service staff and in various public interactions, paints a rather negative portrait of the superstar. These stories, shared widely across social media platforms like Twitter and TikTok, highlight experiences that suggest a pattern of discourtesy and high-handedness. One particularly striking story involves an incident at a casino where Jennifer Lopez reportedly took a $100 tip left by Ben Affleck and replaced it with a significantly lesser amount. Another similar tale recounts how she reportedly confiscated a large casino chip gift from a waitress only to be publicly rebuked by Mark Anthony, who then compensated the waitress generously. Such stories, if true, indicate a troubling disregard for the dignity and hard work of service workers. The story extends beyond just those in service roles. Reports from individuals in everyday settings like a high school where she was recording suggest she maintains this demeanor universally, reportedly refusing even to engage with students. These claims, contrasted with other celebrities who are reported to be polite and appreciative, like Britney Spears in the same Las Vegas setting, increase the scrutiny on Jennifer Lopez's public image. Such comparisons deepen public perceptions of her as detached and perhaps lacking empathy, especially when she defies her roots in a working-class neighborhood, which she often mentions in her public image. These stories add to a larger discussion about celebrity behavior and the expectations of humility and gratitude we have for public figures, especially those who have risen from humble beginnings. While it's essential to approach these accounts with a degree of skepticism, recognizing that stories can be exaggerated or misreported, the consistency and volume of complaints are difficult to ignore. Now, turning the question to you, the readers, do you think other celebrities show similar behaviors, or is Jennifer Lopez an outlier in this regard? Thanks for all.